guest host all this week, Michael Ian Black, master of suspense. Today, we'll reveal a few of the best tech startups, like the maker of this robot that has an iPad for a head. And later, I'm going to talk to a dog. Jason Gann from Wilfred is here. And now, let's see what the lovely Candace is up to. I'm good, but I missed you yesterday.
I missed you yesterday. I wish I could have been here.
You feeling better?
I am.
You were pooping all day yesterday, right? You were just on the crapper all day.
Is that what it was?
I know. That's what we were saying on the show. We were just saying, oh, Candace is just all day long.
Something like that. I'm not going to say it's exactly that, but something like that. In Around the Net, I've got a high-tech cover. Sure.
What is like that that isn't that? What was coming out of your body, Candace?
Trust me, you don't want to know. Y'all know I'm blushing so much. As I was saying, in Around the Net, I've got a high-tech cover of a Southern rock classic, as well as the newest insane Old Spice ad. And there are 3 indie games you're going to want to get your hands on, including a dubstep side-scroller with music by Beck. But for now, send it back to Michael.
Was it like bile? Like, what was it exactly? All right, I'll let you go. With the Olympics being over for about 2 weeks now, Olympic athletes are unfortunately 1 week away from having to remind people who they are just to get a discount at their local Arby's. And of course, I am talking about their employee discount. So, hey, I'm just saying it's unfair. Olympic athletes should come back and they should have thrones. I'm saying we should treat them better. Right? So what better time than now to remind people who you are by showing them your penis? Deadspin has been contacted by a person with an alleged photograph of U.S. swimmer Ryan Lochte's wee-wee and have decided to start an Indiegogo campaign trying to raise $5,000 to find out if that's something the world wants to see. And although Lochte's face isn't actually in the photo, Deadspin has detailed comparisons to the swim star's body, and they swear it's the real deal. Although his penis is hard to see, since Lochte took the photograph while standing in Michael Phelps' shadow. Best joke of the day. I'm telling you, you can turn the channel right now. That's the best joke we got all day. Don't worry, you guys. If the campaign fails, you can always rely on some classy Phelps-Lochte fan fiction for free, like this 100%, I swear to God, authentic passages from my new favorite author, Little Black Submarine. Well, you got to get in the mood, you know? Ryan pulls his pants back up and turns Michael around to face him. Good to go, dude, he asks, one hand on Michael's cheek, directing his face back to Ryan, when Michael flinches away from the gold medal shining brightly against his tanned chest. Wait until the 400, butthole, Michael says, mustering up a shaky smile. Thank you. Thank you. And if for some reason that didn't do it for you, you can always just re-watch the Olympics and you'll see Phelps screw Lochte over and over again. Well, if there's one thing we know the internet loves to do, it's furiously masturbate. If there are 2 things, it's furiously masturbate and complain. Some of the most recent internet furor came from design-minded nitpickers who claimed Microsoft's new corporate logo looked suspiciously close to the Apple Boot Camp logo, which it totally does, if you're colorblind and haven't had your V8. They also harped on Redmond's new font choice, which they said looked very similar to Apple's trademark presentation font. Wow! Really, Internet? That's what you're gonna bitch about? Holy cow! The lesson here is that the web can make us stink about any little thing, like my tiny tweak to the Phelps and Lochte fanfic, in which I gave Lochte a dolphin penis. So stop it. Just stop it, Internet. Microsoft has been copying Apple since 1981. We get it. And let me tell you something. Lochte's dolphin penis enhanced the story. Okay? So shut your complaint holes. Remember last year when the internet was toppling dictatorships and releasing classified diplomatic cables? More of that, please, Internet. And now, attack of the home economics. You know what sounds delicious? Synthetic meat, hot off the printer. PayPal founder Peter Thiel just gave a 6-figure grant to Modern Meadow, a company that wants to 3D print an edible meat product using bio-ink. Bio-ink? In my day, we just called that semen. The company hopes that creating burgers by using a printer loaded with a mixture of cells would cut the environmental impact of beef production dramatically, and also cut my desire to eat beef dramatically. To be fair, even Modern Meadow assumes that, quote, the consumer acceptance of such products may not be without challenges, unquote. Maybe, but maybe this new ad will help.
Hey, they're sexy. What's for dinner?
Meat.
Holy what the is that?
Pure, printer fresh, synthetic meat. Meat Printer makes it easy to create ground beef, sirloin, and even sausages in the comfort of your own home. Enjoy your environmentally safe near meat. It's so good.
Meat Printer. It's what's for dinner.
This marriage isn't working out.
Before you go to a dinner party with a meat printer, be sure to ask if the host is making his own bio-ink. After the break, we'll find out how to turn your iPad into an autonomous robot. Right after this. Founding a startup can be a huge gamble, but if your genius idea is better than everyone else's, it can pay off equally huge. What are the hot companies just getting off the ground? Here to answer that question, Colleen Taylor from TechCrunch TV. Hi, Colleen.
Hi.
Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Now,
Thank you for having me.
there is a regular event called Y Combinator, where tech startups go to raise the first round of funding that they need to get going. You've got some favorites from their latest get-together, so let's chat about these companies, and let's start with Double and about how that could change the workplace. First of all, what is Double?
Well, Double is a telepresence robot. So telepresence
Say
robots
no
have
more.
gotten a lot
I'm
of-
sold.
I know. Yeah, well, telepresence robots have gotten a lot of buzz recently because a lot of workforces are distributed, you know, conference calls are a drag, people don't want to spend a lot of time on planes all the time. So anyway, people really like the idea of robots, but robots are pretty expensive. So Double has come up with a way to just turn any average iPad into a robot. They sell a stand that's essentially a drivable robot stand, and you download an iPad app, the Double iPad app, into your iPad, stick the iPad on the stand, and it essentially allows you to drive it around and have your, you know, clone anywhere in the world where there's an iPad and a Double stand. It only costs $2,000, so it's relatively cheap for a robot.
Who's going to use this? Who's going to be out there with their robot avatars? Did I say robot? I meant robots. They're robot
I like
avatars.
That, though. You could trademark that, Ropod. I think even there were talking about medical applications. You know, you want to feel like your doctor's there. You know, there's the camera on both sides so he can see you. You know, these kind of things that really make people want to feel like they have another person in the room with them. maybe the double robot could help, but we'll see.
Yeah, just seeing the video of that, I don't feel like I'm going to feel like there's another person in the room with me when that thing comes rolling up. All right, let's move on to this new thing. It's called Buffer Box. Now, the red box is everywhere now, and more people are using them to rent movies. So what is the Buffer Box, and when could we start seeing those popping up?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that you have shopped online or even bought something in maybe a catalog or something and had someone, you know, try. The UPS guy comes to your apartment or your house. You're not there. He's got to come back the next day. It can kind of be an inefficient process. And so Buffer Box, what they want to do, it's a pretty ambitious idea. They have these big green safe, locked-up boxes. They want to build 100 of them by the end of the year all throughout North America, where that will be the place that your packages get delivered to instead of your home or your apartment or your workplace. So they're kind of doing a new kind of transit system for delivery that can make package delivery same day, next day actually sustainable.
So what a great idea. It's like the Postal Service, only much more inconvenient.
It is. It's a lot like a P.O. box. It's an interesting...
Well, they still have those. They still have P.O. boxes. We haven't driven the post office out of business quite yet. If you want, you could get a P.O. box, or you could just have mail come to you. I guess I don't really understand the value of this. I'm not trying to poop all over Buffer Box. I'm sure there's a lot smarter people over there than certainly here at Attack of the Show. All right. Viable? Is that how it's pronounced? Viable?
It's viable, I think.
Oh,
viable.
Okay, well, that makes more sense because that's a word. What sort of unique experiences? Well, you guys, because it's spelled V-A-Y-A-B-L-E, so I think viable, but it's viable. And they're like a unique travel experience thing. And what are they offering?
Right. So what they claim to be is kind of like the Airbnb for experiences. So in the same way that Airbnb has made a marketplace where people can rent out their apartment or home to other people who are visiting their city, Viable allows you to rent out your own expertise as a tour guide. And so it's a marketplace for tours and experiences. One of the things that has been a big hit on the platform already in its beta period is a fishing trip with a Fijian prince. And so if you go to Fiji and you go in Viable, you can rent out an hour with this guy, and he'll take you on a fishing trip and show you the sights.
What does that cost? Do you know how much the Fijian prince costs to go fishing for an hour?
That is a good question. I don't know how much that costs.
Right.
But things can go, you know, so his time might be a little bit more expensive, but there's also a homeless guy here in San Francisco in the Tenderloin, which is kind of our dicey neighborhood here, but apparently he's a really great tour guide, and he knows a lot about the city because he spends a lot of time on the streets. And so with Viable, he's become a really popular person to show people around the city, and it allows him to make a few extra bucks. I don't think that his hour is as expensive as the Fijian prince, but we could check it
Maybe they're
out.
the same guy. There's also a new startup with the sole purpose of getting people perfect-fitting shirts. This sounds great to me. Can you explain this?
Yeah, so do you have problems with small, medium, large, any store
My
you go to?
problem is that I'm so ripped that it's hard for me to find a shirt that doesn't just explode like the Hulk.
Well, this might be the site for you. This is Vastrum. It's founded by a guy named Jonathan Tang, whose family has actually been in the fabric and garment business for many years. He says that his family is responsible for 1 out of every 6 T-shirts that's sold in the United States every day. So he knows his stuff when it comes to garments and fabrics, and he's started this startup. It's kind of like a Warby Parker for T-shirts. Have you heard of Warby Parker, this glasses, hipster glasses
I'm going to say
startup?
yes, but the answer is no. I have never heard of it.
Well, they'll send you many different pairs of glasses so you can try them all on at home and find the one that's best for you. And so what Vastrum does is allows you to do the exact same thing with their T-shirts. And they have a bunch of unique sizes. They'll send you a box of all the different sizes that might fit you best, and you can try them on in the comfort of your own home and then send whatever back that doesn't fit.
That's a great idea. Well, thank you, Colleen Taylor from TechCrunch TV. You've given us a lot to think about. Let's go over to Candace.
Thank you, Michael. Still ahead, from Tesla coils to Terry Crews, it's a musical edition of Around the Net. Okay, Michael, let me tell you this. I'm from the South.
All right.
Uh-huh. Which means I've heard hundreds of versions of Leonard Skinner's Ode to My Sweet Home.
Yeah. What's your favorite one?
Well, the original, obviously.
Right.
But this one is definitely up there.
Yeah, that's cool. That is the closest science and Alabama are ever going to get to each other. I'm sorry. You're a Southern belle and I insulted you.
You really did.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Maybe your creationist God will make everything better. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate and I'm sorry.
God always makes everything better.
Why hasn't it worked for me?
I don't know. Maybe you need to believe.
Yeah, that might be it.
Once my sister and we decided that we were going to sing Sweet Home Alabama because we're from there at karaoke. Worst song to sing ever at karaoke.
Why?
Because it's like 10 hours long, and there's so many words in there, and they go really fast, and I didn't know any of them except for the chorus. So we were just standing up there like, and then we would get to the chorus, which I'm not allowed to sing because we can't afford it. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
So if you're ever going out to sing karaoke, don't sing that song.
Noted.
Okay? Because I thought you were going to. No, if you've ever...
It used to be my jam, too, but now...
I bet. Well, now you know not to sing it. Now, if you've ever shopped at Pier 1, you'll know that they are internationally recognized for two things. Quality, duh,
Yeah,
imported goods, and customer service.
that's three things.
That's
The way
right.
you phrased it, that was three things.
You were supposed to point that out.
On the teleprompter, there was no comma between quality and imported goods.
Quality, imported goods.
Okay, yeah.
And customer service. Duh. But rapping is not one of those things.
I'm still trying to understand this whole Let's Coaching process.
Let's Coaching is simple. See that customer over there? Let's go over and connect with her.
I love Pier 1, and I'm back again. I'm furnishing my house so I can move in.
The key to the sale is to make a connection. Why not start with a humorous question?
Are you resting or testing?
Let's connect with the customer. Let's make a sale. Those chairs look wonderful. I'll take it all. Let's connect with the
Yeah,
customer.
let's connect with the customer
Let's make a
and make a
sale.
sale, y'all.
Let's engage the customer.
Yeah, brought to you straight from
Let's
RA
make a
Productions.
sale.
Pier 1 in the house, y'all. Pier 1 in the kitchen, Pier 1 in the bedroom, Pier 1 in the bathroom. I got Pier 1 all over my house. You know what I'm talking about. Peace, and we out.
Hey, are you resting or testing?
I'm testing. I found my karaoke jam.
That is the best one, and I bet it'd be pretty easy to do.
I did something almost exactly like that once. When
What does that
my
mean?
very first job in show business was a radio commercial where I had to rap for like Rustler Jeans or something.
Are you a good rapper?
No, the worst.
No, I'm the worst.
I will do what I remember of it for you.
Okay.
It began like this. Dad woke me up one Saturday morn, said, son, let's grab the bull by the horns.
You might win. You might win that, because that was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I looked good doing it.
It was radio. I wish we could find that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, well, that was great. Thank you for doing that. And now the latest video from Old Spice is a jam session with Terry Crews.
I didn't know Terry Crews played the guitar.
No, he doesn't.
Muscle, 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 what? Muscle, 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 black. Muscle, 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 what? Muscle, 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 black. Oh, keyboard solo. Give me that.
You don't want to know where the slide whistle is on that.
No, you don't. Surprisingly, this wasn't Terry Crews's first corporate gig.
Really?
Let's connect with the
Yeah, let's connect with the customer and make a sale, y'all. Engage the customer. Yeah, and make a sale. Let's make a sale, yo.
He's come a long way.
He really has. We're really proud of him.
Yes, we are.
There's only one thing left for Terry Crews to do now.
What?
Become governor of California, and bang is made.
Yes, please. Not really. You know, I love this video because it's very interactive, and you can push a whole bunch of buttons, and they all do different things. My favorite is the left bracket. It gives him a whole bunch of hats.
Really? You do that with my left nipple. Same exact thing
What do you
happens.
mean? What with your left nipple?
Yeah, you just squeeze it. Just keep squeezing it. Oh, the hat's
Where's your
not
hat?
working. Yeah, no, just keep doing it.
That's weird. Why are you making
It's
that
not
face?
weird for me.
All right, that's all. That's all we have for Around the Net. Now, Michael, are you into side scrollers?
Damn right.
Well, how about platformers?
Yeah, give me some.
Then check out these new indie games.
I don't know what we were talking about just now.
Yeah, I know you didn't. We all love our platformers and side-scrollers. From Pitfall and Mario to Sonic and Mega Man, the jumper is ingrained in our gaming DNA. So to keep us in touch with our roots, here are 3 platforming indie games. First up, stock up on ammo and TP. It's time to take aim with the survival adventure Deadlight. In this post-apocalyptic tale, you take the role of Randall Wayne, a survivor who is attempting to find his wife and daughter that have gone missing after a virus has caused the undead to rise. As you trek across the remnants of Seattle, you'll uncover weapons like fire axes and pistols to help stop your enemies.
Save yourself.
Unfortunately, you have a limited amount of stamina, which will run out quickly if you exert yourself too much, be it by running, jumping, or fighting off zombies. And it's not just the undead that you have to worry about. Roving gangs of humans are just as deadly, and you'll have to solve various platforming puzzles to avoid being killed. From its limbo-like aesthetics to its dark horror story, Deadlight is a must-have for any gamer looking to take on the undead. So pick it up on Xbox Live for $15. Next up, get ready to crank the speakers to 11 with Sound Shapes. In this retro jumper, you're a sticky blob attempting to traverse a variety of bizarre stages to reach a record player at the end of each level. As you jump, stick, and try to avoid anything red, hint it kills you, you will collect small notes littered across each level. With each note collected, new beats and chords will play, adding new music to the stage. This music is then incorporated into the level design, as the enemies and platforms move in tune with the tracks. As you complete each stage, new abilities are unlocked, which you can use to create your own tracks and share online. And with tracks from artists like deadmau5 and Beck, Sound Shapes is a must-have for any audiophile gaming junkie. So grab it up for $15 on the PlayStation Network. And finally, prepare to sharpen your sword as you head into the fantasy world of Dust, an Elysian Tale. In this action-adventure side-scroller, you're an amnesic, anthropomorphic creature attempting to find your identity.
All right, I think I understand.
To help you on your quest, you'll team up with a sentient sword and a cat-like fairy who will help you launch magical attacks that will obliterate your enemies. With each kill, you can rack up combos, which will build up experience point bonuses. This XP can then be spent on various stats like health and magic. With its Disney-inspired art design and its Metroid-style gameplay, Dust and Elysian Tale is perfect for any gamer pining for the side-scrolling days of yore. So do yourself a favor and snag it on Xbox Live for 15 bones.
All the news you need to know.
It's
Wednesday, August 29th, and here are your top stories. First, Hollywood is making a lot of noise. Elizabeth Banks and Morgan Freeman have signed on to voice characters in the upcoming Lego movie. They'll join Chris Pratt and Will Arnett, who's rumored to be voicing a Lego version of Batman. This film is scheduled to hit theaters in 2014. In other news, Joss Whedon is returning to the small screen on ABC as a co-writer and producer for a new TV series called The Shield. The story is a spin-off of his latest movie, The Avengers, and is based on the film's top-secret military police. He says production will begin immediately, although as of yet there's no word on who will star in the series. And Eddie Murphy is hard at work trying to turn his classic comedy Beverly Hills Cop into a TV show. Yeah, he started pitching the idea to network executives yesterday. The best part is not only will he serve as an executive producer, but Murphy will also play an on-camera role. So that should be fun to watch. Election season is upon us, and social media is the new platform for campaigning. Today, President Obama checked in on Reddit with his very own Ask Me Anything. In just 9 minutes, the page attracted more than 200 comments. Needless to say, Reddit crashed for a bit and lagged thereafter due to a ridiculous amount of traffic. One person grilled the press on his stance regarding internet freedom. Obama responded saying he will make sure it, quote, remains an open forum for everybody. He also replied to questions about space exploration, saying it was a big priority for his administration. There were so many interesting posts. Check it out for yourselves, you guys. Now listen, whether you love or hate the guy and support or oppose his answers, you've got to admit, threading with the president on important issues is just way too freaking cool. And finally, good news for Attack of the Show fans. You could be right here in studio with us, but you've got to get your bids in before tomorrow afternoon. Visit our eBay auction and you could win 2 tickets to attend a taping of our show. You heard me, you could be right here with yours truly. I know, very exciting. Plus you'll get a personal Follow Friday Twitter shout out from me and Candace. Yes, that's more exciting than being here, the Twitter shout out. Those are backwards. It's for a great cause. Your money will go to the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Foundation. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Stay tuned. When we come back, the creator, writer, and star of Wilfred, Jason Gann, will be here live.
People can't talk to their dog, but most people don't try a lot of drugs first. Here's Jason Gann as Wilfred. Please welcome Jason Gann. There he is, Wilfred. You know, I was thinking...
sorry, I've got to stop you right there,
I haven't even started.
I know. It's just that I've been wanting to go on the show for like 2 years now.
It's a good show.
And this is the part where Candace tells me how handsome I am out of the dog suit. So I'm just like having to readjust my idea of what this whole...
You are so handsome out of the dog suit.
Oh, thank you. Wow.
I've been wanting to guest host this show for years, specifically so that Candace would come up to me and tell me how handsome I am out of the dog suit.
I will.
You are so handsome out of the dog suit. All right, I'm done.
But you know, that's not the only thing I've been wanting to happen. Like for many years, I want to know with
You are so handsome out of the dog suit.
Also, I've just got to say, like, if I'm doing like this a lot, like squinting a lot, I forget when I meet new makeup people that I have sensitive eyes, and if they put makeup around my eyes, I'm like, I do that. So I may be impressed by what you're saying, but it's probably that. If you speak and I'm like, whoa, it's not like...
All right, because I was just about to prove an incredibly hard Mac theorem, and I was hoping that I was going to impress you, but now I'm not even going to bother.
Where's the camera? Okay, let's talk about...
We don't have to. We can talk about whatever. The dog, the thing that struck me about when I watch Wilfred is I keep thinking to myself, because I'm an actor, the thing that I hate is putting on the costume every day. But you don't have to worry about it because you just put on that stupid thing and you can wear whatever you want. It looks like it's comfortable, is it not?
That costume is the bane of my existence.
It's just like a big Snuggie.
The ones that FX sell, like the costumes for Halloween, they're snuggly. Like I have one of them I got a Wilfred room at home. I got one of them on a mannequin.
Whoa.
It's like a Wilfred sex dungeon /
Oh, okay. Now I understand. Now I get it.
And so it's like.
So you're a furry, is what you're saying.
A furry convert, you know, like I've been swayed over to the furry side.
So is it not comfortable? It's not fun to be in?
It's about as comfortable as it looks. It's hot and it's irritating, and but you know I have a lot of great fans that love the character, and that sort of gets me through it. And that last 1 month of 3 months shoot in Los Angeles summer,
right.
it kind of gets, yeah.
Yeah. How does it stink real bad?
No. Look, I think it smells kind of. I think it smells sexy.
Yeah. I don't know.
What next? You know, I've always wanted.
I just want to talk about your musk.
Sarah Underwood to be on here as well, and
What did you say?
I've just always wished that Sarah Underwood would tell me how much I don't smell. Relax.
Oh, give the man a hug, Sarah.
She hasn't got any clothes on her.
I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Oh, because I'm mumbling. Now I mumble.
Yeah. Am I supposed to say you don't smell?
I've been so excited to come on this show
really?
for so long, yeah.
Oh, how is it?
But you can't invite yourself. It's great.
You should guest host for a week, right? Yeah. I just got you a job, dude.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
We met the other night at a charity event.
We did.
So.
That sounds like a very Hollywood thing to say, but we did meet at a charity event where we were playing that game, Celebrity.
We did that. What are we doing? What are we doing?
In fairness, you started doing that first.
I know.
And I enjoyed it.
Come on. Someone said, the producer just said, you know, don't have to stick to the script, which there is no.
No. Any of those questions you
Dream casting, yeah. I want if in my dream casting, I want to get Russell Crowe on the show, and I want him to play Wilfred's brother, who's an Afghanistan bomb squad dog.
Do you know Russell Crowe?
Yeah, I've met Russell. Yeah. Russell. I was drunk many years ago at an award ceremony, and I didn't realise I'd won this award at this short film festival, and Russell Crowe actually put the money up for me to have the award, and I was so drunk and got up and took my clothes off, and I nearly got thrown out of the venue. And Russell Crowe, then when we actually met, like a while later...
Wait, just like buck naked, fully naked?
No, I just took the shirt off,
yeah.
and it was in front of 100,000 people. And so then Russell gave me a lecture on how to sort of behave in public.
Yeah, well, nobody knows how to behave more than Russell Crowe. He certainly...
He said he had a couple of books he wanted me to read, which I never got around to getting, but I assume one of them was how to handle fame, and the other one's probably a poetry book. Remember he threatened that guy?
Yeah.
Cut him off with the poem?
Yeah.
I love Crowe.
I bet he would do it. I bet he would absolutely come on. Have you approached him?
Well, you know, we always have to sort of break the story and the characters first. As much as we'd love to have sort of stunt casting and great cameos. We had Robin Williams this year.
Oh, the best.
But we really have to have the characters there. We can't just get the actor in and then sort of make it work. So hopefully, you know...
Is this your roundabout way of telling me that I'm not going to be on Wilfred?
I make a rule that no one taller or better looking than me can be on the show. You're wrong! No.
Well, so you're just finishing up the second season now. It's almost done airing. Any word on a third season?
Oh, look, there's rumors, and we're not there yet, but fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll be getting the dog suit some more.
Well, I hope so. It's a great show. It's Wilfred. It's on FX. Jason Gann created the show. He helped write the show. He is Wilfred. Check it out. Thank you, Jason, so much. That was a lot of fun. Candace.
Thank you. Still ahead, Matt Myra finds out how a gaming PC made of metal and granite is? Gadget Prawn is right after this.
Hey, it's everybody's favorite smart guy, Matt Myra. Matt, what do you have for us today?
Well, Michael, there are some big PC games coming out, like Borderlands 2 and the like. So Dishonored's also coming out. So today we're looking at a gaming PC.
Ooh.
Yeah, get ready for those new releases. This is the Falcon Northwest Tiki Desktop. Unfortunately, it's the only time you're going to hear that. This is the Slim Tower gaming PC. It's called the Tiki. I'm not 100% sure why, but the Falcon is a good name. The guys at Falcon Northwest, they make a lot of custom PCs. They use good material, and this is no exception. One frequent problem with the Slim Tower, easy to topple over, right?
Sure.
Try it. You can't do it. You know why you can't do it? They have added granite to the bottom. That's what my computer always needed, rock. They have done it. Not my first aesthetic choice, but it does the job. It's kind of cool. It's like you
really
take
cool.
the kitchen countertop with you. Overall, it's a very simple and clean look, and I like that.
Now, this is a gaming PC, so it's obviously got a lot of hardware. What's this baby packing, Matt? What's this baby?
It is packing tons, including ports. Let's talk about those. There are so many ports. Be patient here. Including 10 USB ports. Yeah. Why? On the graphics card, there's DVI and HDMI out.
Sweet!
No VGA, Michael.
What? No VGA?
I hate VGA.
I got a shot for VGA and cleared it right up.
Oh,
it was
that's
fun.
good. You didn't have to worry about autism or anything like that?
I'm fine
That's good.
now.
I hate VGA. I just want to say that. It's antiquated. Thank you for not leaving it on this. Even more exciting, when you open her up, you see that everything's crammed in there nicely. You have a Blu-ray drive, so you can watch Total Recall, the original, not the remake that failed at the box office. And there's a standard 2-terabyte hard drive in here.
That's a lot of terabytes.
Yeah. Do you know how many terabytes?
Twice as many as 1 terabyte.
You're correct. That is 2,048 gigabytes. Now, there's the Blu-ray drive right above it. On the bottom, it's liquid cooled.
Oh.
Yeah. So what that's going to do is it's going to cool more efficiently than a fan, and it's also not going to be a super loud. It's a power hog. This thing's got a lot of juice in her, and
so
it also literally has
juice the liquid?
No, unfortunately. I hope it's antifreeze. But no, it's liquid cooled, so it's going to make it not sound as loud as some of the big gaming desktops.
Right, and so I'm assuming, it's got a lot of stuff in it,
Yeah.
but is it fast?
Oh, it is fast, Michael. This thing can get very fast. The configuration we tested is the sort of middle of the road, but it's got Intel's latest Ivy Bridge processor, 2 gig NVIDIA GTX 680, and 8 gigs of RAM.
8 gigabytes of RAM!
That's a lot, right? We played Arkham City on this, no problem whatsoever. It handled it perfectly. Someone's fighting as Catwoman. She does better in those combo moves. I know that because I play it. Batman, again, it's not the most demanding game, but there's a lot of complex lighting and shadow detail, and this machine had no problem with the graphics card that's in here. It's not even the top-of-the-line graphics card. There's a lot of speed thanks to the Intel processor, which clocks in at 3.5 gigahertz.
Wow.
They have overclocked it. You guys should have been more impressed by that. There you go.
Yeah, I was going to say it,
Right?
because I'm thinking to myself, 3.5 gigahertz, that's like so many gigahertz. These guys are acting like it wasn't a big deal. I was freaking out inside.
Thank you. Appropriately so.
But it was, say 3.5 gigahertz,
Yeah.
you're thinking, that's not enough gigahertz for me.
Right.
Can I upgrade this PC?
You sure can. I know. This model, this is the middle of the road, like I said. So you can put a ton of stuff in this. Falcon Northwest has a model that starts at $1,500. That's got a Core i5 processor, less RAM, or you can spec it out to north of $4,000 with 32 gigs of RAM, somehow a faster graphics card. It's very impressive. You can even get custom colors, custom logos. Maybe you want your face instead of a falcon on there. You could do that. Sure you do.
Custom granite, man?
Custom granite, yeah. Maybe you send them a countertop sample from the Home Depot and they match it. I don't know. But in my opinion, they don't have a lot of. They're bigger, more expensive. Sometimes even less expensive with the same power. You can get a desktop PC, but they don't have the quality of the build that this thing does.
Right.
And that's what I like about the guys at Falcon Northwest.
All right, so like Matt just said, you can get the Falcon Northwest Tiki desktop starting at $1,500, or you can blow $4,000 if you want. Let's get to it, Matt. What's the verdict?
Well, Michael, you are here on a very special day because I'm giving this a 5 out of 5. Yeah. God. The design inside and out is top-notch. Ample ports. Liquid cooling is a huge bonus on the machine. There are faster machines out there for quite a bit less money, but if you want a good quality custom piece of hardware, you're going to have to pay for it, and I think the Falcon Northwest Tiki is worth it.
Very nice.
So that's it for today's Gadget Prawn, but if you have a gadget you would like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn@g4tv.com.
It's our 5 out of 5 dance today. This is huge.
Oh, I didn't know there was a 5 out of 5
There's
dance.
always a 5 out of 5 dance.
I didn't know because I don't watch this show. Until...
I'm going to pretend you did not just say that.
But Jason Gann does. He's a huge fan.
Look at that. Who knew?
I think that's really cool when people come on and they're fans of the show and everything else.
I agree. And he does look very sexy out of that dog suit.
He's a good-looking guy.
So are you. Thanks to Jason Gann, Matt Myron, Sarah Underwood, and Colleen Taylor.
Whoa. Good night, Candace. You're pretty good-looking yourself, sweetheart. A little more dancing?
Yes.